Baby, come and are you ready yet? My little mini-me that I haven't met. I've felt your movements, I've felt your kicks.
Baby Coming You Ready was developed as a result of some research that was undertaken to try to replace the Edinburgh Postnatal Depression Scale. Because there was no restriction around the time that was required to do it, and it wasn't locked into a role, it was a research project. I had the freedom to be able to really have Aboriginal people engaged in the process to create a co-design model of research, and the process resulted in something that was much more expansive and much more relevant and culturally safe for Aboriginal people. So Baby Coming emerged from that process.
It's about empowering mums to have like an active part in their own pregnancy and birthing journey. With Baby Coming You Ready, it's about sitting down and having equal power, like the woman, if the woman not having more power rather than the health professional. And it's about establishing trust, it's about establishing relationships, and it's about making sure that the woman knows the choices that she has, yeah. And I think that's really important, not just for Aboriginal women, but for everyone. We shouldn't not question our care.
I think for me, the potential I view in terms of the outcome is enabling discussions to take place between Aboriginal mothers and non-Aboriginal clinicians in a way that both feel comfortable and both feel enabled to provide the best care for the woman, so that she can have the best well-being, health outcomes, that her baby feels safe and strong. And I'd like to see that cultural aspect is respected in terms of the pregnancy journey, so it's not just the healthcare culture, the healthcare system that has the voice around how pregnancy should go.
The training I'm anticipating will be a train-the-trainer model, so that organisations who want to participate identify a champion, and that they will be able to roll out the training throughout their own organisations through a process of e-learning face-to-face, and then developing a process of self-reflective practice through the delivery of Baby Coming You Ready.
Yeah, I feel like it was just an amazing space to have mostly Aboriginal women's voices there, to be able to talk about some of the cultural aspects or some of the things that maybe aren't working in the health system right now, and then allow us to kind of think where this kind of tool, or whatever we're calling it, can fit into sort of fill some of the gaps that exist, and certainly around cultural safety and the fact that many women are not finding the current health system as culturally safe as they probably need it to be.
Aboriginal researchers and non-Aboriginal researchers partnered up with Aboriginal community to look at all the results of this research, and the rubric was designed. So the rubric is facilitated on an iPad, and part of the reason for that was that would support overcoming a barrier. So it creates something that two people can share rather than one person assess. It's a shared approach to problem solving, really. And I think that so far the beta testing that we've undertaken has really demonstrated that that's a really successful way to approach it.
And so it is nice to have like a visual kind of tool to use to get that conversation started. And as I said, as a non-Aboriginal person, I need a little bit of guidance, I guess, to address gaps in between our two cultures.
As a practitioner, I know what doesn't work. Like, I've been working as a midwife, a nurse practitioner, child health nurse for many years now in remote, rural and metropolitan communities. And I love that this is a genuinely co-designed strategy to address the issues that so many Aboriginal mums and dads face in bringing up their families.
Without the input and the partnership with the Aboriginal women and their families in the community, it's just another research idea, you know. So we want to move it forward and actually show them how this will change outcomes for them and their babies and their families and the community. Then hopefully it can be applied to other communities all over Australia. Yeah, and make changes nationwide.
Probably my greatest hope is that Baby Coming supports directly and actively in closing the gap in terms of health and wellbeing outcomes for Aboriginal mums, dads and their children.
Whoa, whoa.